Blessings, blessing, family, blessings, blessing. Hope y'all making it through. And if you're keeping your head on the swivel, you know what to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Just watch out for the narrative trying to push you towards being vengeful. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take matter in your own hand. Watch out for that. You don't want to be in a mindset like that, because the program will repeat repetitively, try to hit weak spots, vulnerable spots, spots that they may feel like you're weak at, you know what I'm saying? And they'll continue to hit it, boom, boom, boom. Even spots that ain't even weak, even just irritating, they'll still repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Because that, the method, repetition, if you do something in a pattern form long enough, it integrates itself into reality. I mean, it integrates itself into the norm. That's what I meant, not reality. This is reality. But it integrates itself in the norm. It becomes common, it becomes normal, it becomes tradition. You get what I'm saying? So, don't try to take matters in your own hand. You know what I mean? Because just like this, there was one dude, T.I., his name David. He been dropping lives lately, you know what I'm saying? And venting and getting it off, which is cool, which is smooth, you know what I'm saying? It's content, it's smooth. He's getting his side, he's shedding his experience. And one of the things that he said that really stuck out to me, he was like, like how these horror movies be, like Friday 13, Halloween, all these horror movies, right? Usually the people did something to turn that person into what they, you know what I'm saying? They just fed into the darkness. You know what I'm saying? That's the manifest that they want, out of the program. That's like the big jackpot winner. You know what I'm saying? If they can turn you into one of those characters, one of those horror characters, one of those monsters, you see the indirects. You know what I mean? It might not even be Halloween time, and you'll see people wear a mask. You'll see people wear have cars with all type of these horror characters on them. It'll be like the middle of the summer, and they'll be having Freddy Krueger shirts, it's like Halloween. They'll dress in Halloween attire. That's indirect. You know what I'm saying? They do things, if you don't understand it, they try to do things to impact your subconscious. So it's if it's in you and you trying to hold back, they're going to try to pull out the extreme. It's like a person that lived a life of darkness and they trying to repent or something, and they haven't fully repented. And you know what I'm saying? Once they indulge in the sinful activity, they usually overindulge. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person that's been deprived from something, and then once they get it, they overindulge. So this is like a sophisticated tactic in a way to, if you have it in you to do those type of things, if you have that darkness in you, you know what I'm saying, to do those type of things, it's going to fully manifest. You know what I mean? It's going to fully manifest. And that's what they want. They want to use this plausible deniability to pick on you without getting in trouble. That's the name of the game. It's a bunch of people organized bullying tactics where they can't get in trouble. So anything they that's permissible where they can't get in trouble and they can bully you and make you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. When they see that you happy with the little bit of happiness that you have, you know what I'm saying? they try to make you work for that happiness. Like you have to earn that happiness. It's like levels to this thing. You know what I'm saying? With other people, you see other people, they have so much positive reinforcements, like the little things that you obtain, you know what I'm saying? They don't even look at the value of it. They have it and it's like it's nothing. They on a whole nother level with it. They just trying to keep up with the Jones at that point, with all the cars, all the, friends, all the family, you know what I'm saying? All the resource connect that they have, all the good times, all they able to go out partying and go to clubs, you know what I'm saying? They able to mingle, you know what I'm saying? No problem. They can enjoy their life. Yeah, everybody goes through misery, but these people they have it pretty good, other than the mandatory gang stalking part. They have it pretty good. You know what I'm saying? On a physical standpoint. But the little bit of happiness that I be trying to obtain, just a little bit of happiness, they delay. Like if I'm trying to get something on the internet, it takes forever for, everything gets delayed. Any little accomplishment that you make, they make it hard for you. You have to really go against the current. You have to really swim upstream. You know what I'm saying? You have to really swim upstream just to get the simple things in life. You know what I mean? When you're going against a force like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why? Why is that? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm comfortable with just being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, the robber on the cross has been nailed on the cross, so it's not too much I can do. You get what I'm saying? I can spit a message and stuff like that, because everything else outside of comfort is really compromising situations. You know what I'm saying? But my discernment's is getting sharper and sharper and sharper. So I'll know when it's time, when God give me the opportunity and it's time, and to do the evangelistic work and, you know what I mean, do his work the way he want me to do it and live out my full potential by God-given purpose. It's time. But other than that, I'm still going to share my experiences on the video. And whenever I get genuine encounters, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to shed my genuine self. Other than that, you got to be kind of closed off. Especially, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you made it for a week at work. That's simple. That's small. You know what I'm saying? The eyes of other people, that's just simple. But they not going through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? It's like we live in two different realities. Person going through job, they got they troubles. Don't get me wrong. Whatever, they bills, whatever going on, you know what I'm saying? If they raising children, they got their problems and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you have those problems too. And also you have the gang stalking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just intensified gravity, intensified heat and force. And the whole name of the game is you need to fill yourself up with light, because if you have darkness in you and you being deprived from this, this is how crafty, when the opportunity arises and stuff, people overindulge. You know what I'm saying? It may start small, like, you know what I'm saying, you may get in an argument, you know what I'm saying, or a fight, you know what I'm saying, and it can lead to deadly stuff. So it's like you don't want to be under the influence of anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be under the influence of anything, because once you're under the influence of alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, then basically it makes it easier for that darkness to come out. Whatever you've been trying to hide, whatever, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. How you doing?
Good.
All right.
They took my parking.
Yeah, these folks ain't playing. It's gonna come out. So the thing about it is, you just want to make sure you ain't drinking no alcohol, you ain't taking no drugs, you ain't doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Just be thankful for the things that you can obtain. You know what I'm saying? wherever your level is at and it's targeted. My level is, you know what I mean? I just be thankful for what I can get. As long as I can maneuver back and forth to work, as long as I got the things to make my family happy, as long as I got a roof over my head, you know what I'm saying? That's a celebration right there. You know what I'm saying? I can, get a little DoorDash here and there, eat, just the little stuff. You know what I'm saying? That to me is like, that's a lot. To other people, that's just like basic. They get bored of it. But for people on my level of targeting, it's just like you worked your way through there. You swim upstream. You made it through the week. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like refuel, recharge, go at it again. Other people, they don't have to swim upstream. They swimming downstream. It's an easy current for them. So of course it's gonna get boring for them. Of course they're gonna want to venture out and do, other things. When the opportunity arises, you know what I'm saying? Because every time I make a certain type of amount of money, things just happen. You know what I'm saying? Things just happen. You know what I mean? So yeah, family. Don't let them pull that darkness out of you. Do not turn into one of those horror movie characters. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want. They want you to be a mass shooter. They want you to, be a serial killer. They want you to start taking revenge on people. They want you to operate in that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Now, reporting things that can be proven is not vengeance. You know what I'm saying? That's protection. You know what I mean? That's protection. Now, when it comes to doing things to protect yourself, that's not vengeance. You're protecting yourself. Anything outside of protection to harm or to get some get back, to make people feel what you feel, that's vengeance. But if you operate in the guidelines, in the bubble of protection, that's a different thing. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to protection. But a lot of people don't just operate in protection. They get inside their ego and they step out of the bubble of protection, and then they want to take matters in their own hand. And the Bible, you know what I'm saying, say don't take matters in your own hand. Vengeance belongs to the Lord. You know what I mean? But that's outside of the protection factor. You get what I'm saying? That's outside of the protection. But anything with protection, that's a complete different story, Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention that I didn't mention on the last video was not just only trigger colors, trigger words, trigger indirects, stuff like that. They got trigger music. I forgot about that. That's one main key. Trigger music. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to walk to like stores and I used to hear songs like "Another One Bites the Dust," dun 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 dun. Another one bites the dust. I don't. Okay, it is what it is. But then when you go to different places all around the country and they're playing these songs, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get sensitized to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like trigger songs, And then if you talk with somebody or, they may play some music and boom, they play that music. It's all different type of music. I ain't finna lay out all the music that they play. But if you been in this program, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to that trigger music. Like they even get to the point they play music where, you know what I'm saying? Saying, the music is basically kind of speaking to you in a way. You know what I'm saying? And it's crafty ways how they do things, And it's like someone had to really sit back and just be like, what is all the possible ways we can harm him without getting in trouble? What ways can we affect him, affect his mind, you know what I'm saying, without getting in trouble? And this is the results of it. They go above and beyond with the trigger music. And another thing is like, I don't, want people to get too sensitized, but even got to the point where license plates, you know what I'm saying? It'd be certain abbreviations on license plate, have my abbreviation on it. and the letter X to it. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that I got sensitized to the letter X from when they used to put the X's in the sky. People used to wear the shirts with the X on it. You know what I'm saying? I almost like, you cancel. You know what I mean? You disqualify. I didn't disqualify I didn't even want to be part of this game. You know what I mean? I'm disqualified from whatever their viewers' choice or whatever's going on in this dark web. So it's like it'd be like things on the license plate, like 666, or like, they be trying to demonize you, or may not be them trying to demonize you. It may be that that's what they down with. That's who they with. They letting you know what I'm saying? This is who we with. You know what I mean? I remember being in Detroit and there was people that had the Baphomet goat all on their cars and stuff. Like, yeah, Detroit was very satanic. You know what I'm saying? They had satanic churches. Like they was representing for the darkness in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I think they got one of the biggest satanic churches in the country. You know what I'm saying? In Detroit, if not in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? They represent for the darkness. They ain't got nothing to hide. And it's like certain people, you can just tell that they about that darkness because it's like something gloomy about them. Like it's a gloomy, it's like a darkness about them. It's almost like a hollow, like something just missing. You know what I mean? And they just like available to be taken over. You know what I mean? People like that. You just gotta watch out. You gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with people that's always talking about sex. You know what I'm saying? That's always talking about sex. That's always talking about useless information. Always talking about street stuff. Always talking about people. Like, be careful. Like, you know what I mean? It's okay to have a little bit of entertainment, a little laugh. It's okay to laugh and stuff, and sometimes talk about low vibrational things. It's okay for a little bit, meaningless chatter. That's okay for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just for a little bit. But when it's like, that's all the people that's around you, that's all they talk about is just low vibrational things. You know what I'm saying? Negative things. You know what I mean? And their perspective, it's not negative. You know what I mean? So, in the shoes of a low vibrational person, they don't look at it as negative. Their perspective is different from your perspective. People's perspective is different. What you see as good, they see as evil. What you see as evil, they see as good. So that's sometimes that's all people know. I get it. But this program has really sensitized me, you know what I mean, to that. And I just try to stay away. Even, sorry that people don't know no better. They don't know no better. It's just I can't be around that. I can't feed into that. You know what I'm saying? I might get a little laugh in every now and then. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you'll tear that up, huh? Okay, and then I just keep it moving, but over and over and over and over and over, low vibrational, and nobody's saying nothing positive, high vibrational, ways to make money, intellectual things, you know what I'm saying? Godly things, just positive things, just things that like really charge you up to get you thinking, opening up your mind. These people are trying to kill your brain cells. They ain't trying to enhance your mind because that's going to make you sharper. They want to keep dumb people around you, low vibrational people around you, because they know what you're around the most, it can have an effect on you. You get what I'm saying? But you can't let that darkness get in. You got to always build a fortress, a shield around your mind, a helmet, you know what I mean, to protect your mind. You always got to have that helmet to protect your mind, that magneto helmet to protect your mind. You know what I'm saying? And don't, you know what I mean? Just like another T.I. said, catch and release, you know what I'm saying? Catch it and release it. Don't let it marinate. Don't let it sit in. Don't let it soak. You know what I'm saying? Because that could turn to a darkness. And, and if you have hatred in your heart and vengeance and that opportunity to rise, you have that. All it takes, just like another T.I. said, all it takes is one bad day. That's all it takes. That's all they waiting for. They just waiting on that one bad day. You know what I'm saying? And then you snap. And then you know what I'm saying? That darkness fully manifests and come out of you, and you be like a Jason Voorhees. You know what I mean? You be like a whole killing spree. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, whoever lost their lives, but guess what? You lost your freedom. You know what I'm saying? They done drain you from your energy. You know what I mean? You done fed off your energy that they invested in you. You know what I'm saying? That they getting from you. By you doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like they really feed off that. Like on some Monsters Inc. type stuff. They really feed off of that. They really get high off that. And for you to crash out like that, you didn't come this far for you to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? You did not come this far. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep that in mind. It's levels to this thing. And I'm cool with the level that I'm at. I'm cool with it. I'm at peace with that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I got to work hard just for the little bit of peace that I have. And I can't compare and contrast with what other people got going on because what I work hard for, I got to swim upstream. They swimming downstream. It's with it downstream. So it's with ease what they get. So, hey, it is what it is. Know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them. You know what I mean? I just know once people show their true colors and they start doing these tactics and stuff like that, just keep my distance. If I can't keep my distance, I zone out, do what I need to do, focus on what matters, and try not to focus on what don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And then when these people drop their guard and stop doing the tactics, now they want to try to come up with ways to be your friend. Like, nah, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? I accept the fact that in this targeting program, I'm not really gonna have a lot of friends, and that's okay. And you gotta say that too. It's okay. You know what I mean? Just stay strong, stay focused on God, keep that darkness out of you, and don't become the statistics of what they want to fully manifest out of you. With that being said, family, peace.